I'll start off. 125, Spencer Lee looked great first half of the match, but I think he scored 8 in the first period and 2 the rest of the period. What was your thoughts on his performance?
We'll work on that going forward, and we had some conversation. Obviously, not a lot. You're in a in a fight there, but there's some things that I tell you what, when you're used to wrestling, maybe the 1 hour weigh-in, but when you're used to wrestling having a lot of lopsided wins, the importance of getting ready every time maybe gets lost on you. And not that he didn't get ready, but he's got to figure some things out with the amount of what he's putting in his body is the right amount, whether it's nutrition food or nutrition hydration. That's all I'll say about that, but he's fine. He analyzes and moves forward.
What about Bowman's performance, the way he fought?
Bowman showed me something in that North Dakota match, if you remember, in the Iowa City duels, and that's what the Bowman we want to show up. And when he gave up that takedown, you're there, you're a fan, and it's a silly takedown. We're in strong, and then the guy gets away, and we let our arms go away, and we end up on our belly, and runs around behind us. You have a choice there to unravel or get tough, and he stayed tough. And when he's tough, he's tough. And he's a little bit out of my weight class, so I haven't felt his horses 100%. But everybody up there that works out with him in those weights, he's a horse. And we just got to keep bringing him along and keep his shape coming. And when he can stay in there for 7 minutes, good things happen.
What got into Sorensen there? That's not only his character, not only his style. And he really
you just, first of all, a faster pace favors a guy that needs 2 hands to the leg. And a slow pace, you're leaving 1 hand up and then you're in and out. In a fast pace, when you're moving and not letting guys squeeze you, then you get 2 hands to the leg. Angles are better. You don't get caught up in, this type of heavy stuff where guys are squeezing on you. But the biggest thing is that when he gave up that takedown, he didn't look back. He didn't look in the rearview mirror and kind of freak himself out, or whatever the words are you want to use, where he shut down. He kept going, and we needed those bonus points. Bonus points could have been a huge factor there, but winning that heavyweight match, you don't need the bonus points, but you still need bonus points to widen the gap, put the fear of God in your opponents.
Overall, this is kind of the biggest test that you guys have faced. What are your thoughts about the way, top to bottom, the guys responded?
We pointed to this. We had success. We won some tough matches. There are some good things that happened there. We got to get ready to go to Columbus on a week from today. And, you don't congratulate yourself many times in January. Maybe this is one time where you take a little bit of a breath because we did point to this duel. This was a duel about 2 teams that are in the same category and 2 teams that are trying to get to the next category, meaning to the Penn State, Ohio State, I guess they're both 1 and 2 and they're close, and everybody else seems to be on the outside, and in order to get there you got to take steps. We took a step, and we got to keep moving forward.
You like the way Marinelli wrestled?
I love Marinelli. Every time I watch Marinelli wrestle, I thank Ryan Morningstar for going out and getting that recruit. That's Morningstar's baby. Like a shiny red Ferrari, except for he's a workhorse, a work truck, and a whatever you want, a lunch pail guy, whatever you want to call it.
One more?
What do you feel like you've learned about your team now through mid-January?
We won some tough matches. That's positive. In a duel that we pointed toward, we have to figure out our personnel at 33 and 41. We have to figure out our personnel. And, I don't share a lot of times what I say to these guys when they're on the bench and I'm back talking to them. But I'll tell you, I'm not going. I just changed my mind on that. You know what? It's about looking good out there. It's about looking good out there also. So you say, well, winning ugly still is a win, but when you're losing ugly, you're not even close to winning ugly. When you're losing and you're coming on, then you can get to that next winning ugly stage. And then when you win ugly, then you can start winning, and start dominating. And, we're not looking good even, so there's some silliness out there. We need to grow up in a hurry. We need to grow up in a hurry there.
Tom, we'll do one more in the back.
Could we see Pat Downey next week?
We are recruiting Pat Downey. That's all I can say about Pat Downey.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
We will...
How big was it to kind of get that first 4-point move to really maybe loosen the reins and be more aggressive throughout the match?
It was big. It's big in every match. I knew they were coming, had to be ready, had to be moving my feet, and that's what I did. I think it caught them off guard a little bit, and you know, started off the match on a good note.
It's incredible to hear that crowd erupt when the buzzer went off and knowing that.
I feel like that attacking style serves you well. Sometimes you go with it, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. When I'm attacking, that's when I'm best. It's when my feet and hands are moving together. When I'm feeling good, that's when I think, you know, I can beat anyone in the nation, and that's what's got to happen.
How do you get yourself to this point, time and time again, every time out?
You know, staying relaxed, doing things right between weight control, nutrition throughout the week, having good practices, always improving, and like I said, getting relaxed, getting ready to go how I've been doing all 5 years now. So yeah, going out there and putting it all on the mat.
Were you able to see Mitch Bowman's match today?
I saw parts of it, yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I think it was good. That guy was, you know, tired. I thought it could have been wider gap there. He made, what was there, the one mistake where he got taken down, or it was that reversal call that, you know, could have been a 1 and then a takedown. And there, that's, you got to be on your toes, you got to be moving your feet, you got to be ready for that. So, but all in all, I think it was good, and he wrestled well.
Was there an emphasis on, you know, guys like you and Lee and Kemmerer to get bonus points with the way the matches could have gone?
Yeah, I mean, bonus points are always a premium. We know they're a good team. They're coming in here to wrestle, and you know, if you have a chance to get the bonus points, you get them, and you're always working for them. Always working for them.
It was awesome. Bowman kept the pressure on and he's going, and ended up going his way. That's just how you got to wrestle. He did an awesome job. Really proud of him.
What can you take out of this, both team and individual-wise? Just, you know, about at the midpoint of the season now, where you've come from, and now where you can kind of get to going forward.
Improving. One weekend at a time, one day at a time. We're going to work on everything. We're going to find a game plan. We're going to keep working. So that's pretty much what we're going to focus on. Just getting better every day.
You may have been asked this, but you started fast and then kind of leveled off a little bit. How would you explain, you know, kind of how the match went?
Like I said earlier, I just got to keep focusing on scoring points and moving my hands and my feet rather than maybe I let the crowd get to me. I don't know. Nutrition, we're going to focus on nutrition this next week. And we're just going to keep moving forward. Got to get better every day.
In what way? When you talk about nutrition, Coach talks about hydration.
I mean, this is a different environment, right? I mean, hour before weigh-ins is a little different than high school. You don't get to 2 pounds, it's 25 every week, that kind of thing. So I just think moving forward, just got to keep working on it.
And I saw his knees were kind of going straight a little bit, and I knew that hand fight was picking up, and he was kind of fading a little bit, but he's still an incredibly good wrestler and really hard to finish on there, especially on the edge. But I knew that if I kept getting in enough, that would just help my chances there of finishing, especially in the second period, even with the reversal.
You guys fought, I mean, collectively pretty hard. I mean, your match, of course, but everybody's 3 out of 4 of the ranked matchups. You guys won. Even the ones where you're going against, you know, earlier where there were some tough matches, you still, you know, lost, but it was close. I mean, what does this say about the team and where you guys are progressing?
This says that we are not afraid to get in a hard scrap if we need to. Our conditioning's good. We have a bunch of tough-nosed guys that when it comes down to the wire, we're willing to go get a score. I mean, right there at the end with Stoll's match, that was a gutsy performance by Stoll. And getting that takedown there at the end was huge. And he had to fight for that. And Sorensen, like I said before, Sorensen had a great match. I mean, really putting it out there and getting that attack to get bonus points, that's what really separated that duel right there. I mean, our guys are just tough-nosed SOBs.
What'd you prove about yourself out there with that one?
I think that I proved that I can control this spot, that I can be a guy that's in the conversation. I mean, I knew that I could be from the start of the season, but I think that kind of puts me in the conversation now. But I knew that I could do stuff like that the entire time. I just need to relax and go to my game plan, which is just attacking and attacking and attacking.
Given the number of attacks you were in on, did you kind of feel like that was the strongest you've been all season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just before the duel, M-Star was just, you know, go out there, have a blast, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what, let's go out there, let's just fire off some attacks and have a great time. And it's fun scoring points, and you score points by repeated attacks, and that's kind of what happened. I mean, he made me fight for him real hard because he's a tough wrestler that doesn't give anything up. But the more attacks you have, the more likely you are to score. And that's what helped out in the third right there.